When the 6 million cards are received each quarter, they must be cancelled for security reasons. This is done by perforating them. The machines used for perforation may have to tackle 300,000 cards a day. The last two figures of the National Insurance number decide the ledger section. In the 100 ledger sections, fine sorting is necessary before the record can be posted. If the record is not available for the new benefit year, local offices may not be able to pay benefit promptly, and so the postings must be done to a timetable. Because the National Insurance scheme is compulsory, most contribution records are full. If there are deficiencies, the contributor must be notified. Where the deficiency is serious or a card has not been surrendered, the local office must investigate. Because we need these cards, they'll be held for 1 year on ledger sections and then in a separate card storage building for about 18 months before destruction. Another timetable in Records Branch, a daily one, ensures that shuttle cards are returned to the local offices on the day of receipt. Shuttles are used to give contribution records and other information to local offices. On quiet days, Post-In section handles more than 30,000 shuttles, and during an epidemic, this figure could rise to 100,000. As records are kept centrally, shuttles can be machine sorted to give a more rapid service to the public. Early post office deliveries and the pneumatic tube system ensure that most shuttles are handled first thing in the morning. They may have to go to General Index if the National Insurance number is missing or is not correct. Sometimes a claimant forgets his number or quotes a wrong one, and General Index can usually trace the correct number in their 40 million index slips, which include pensioners as well as insured persons. The filing system is quite straightforward and depends on surname, Christian names or initials, and date of birth. More pneumatic tubes, this time to connect with the ledger sections. When the shuttles arrive, the majority direct from Post-In section, of course, they must be sorted like the contribution cards we saw earlier. From these shuttles, the type of benefit, date and office must be recorded to prevent duplicate claims to benefits. When completed, shuttles must be authenticated, checked, audited on a sample basis, and dispatched to local offices. Most get there next morning. To achieve this, the outgoing pneumatic tube sends them to post-dispatch section, who handle all outgoing mail for local offices. No mail is held overnight, an example of the daily rhythm in Records Branch. A special building houses the large computer for the graduated record scheme. This computer handles 32 million deduction documents a year, and they all have to be serially numbered and then microfilmed. We need copies because the originals must be returned to Inland Revenue within 10 days. Microfilm avoids a storage problem. After its quality has been checked, life-size copies may be produced at any time. To put information into the computer, punched cards must be prepared from the deduction documents. The card-to-tape converter transfers information from punched cards to a reel of magnetic tape, in which form it can be processed by the computer. In graduated records, the computer used is the Emidec 2400. When graduated contributions have been paid, it is necessary to tell the contributor of the amount standing in his account each year. The Xeronic printer is used to produce from blank paper printed forms containing the details of each contributor. Every minute, nearly 1,000 statements are produced from these bleeps, which represent the pounds, shillings, and pence we get from the public. There are many thousands of statements on each length of paper, and so it has to be guillotined. First, the small guillotine, and then the large one to get down to individual statements. Enveloping done, they go off to the public.